What's news, Artifam? This is Artifact News coming to you with episode number 7, Station Restoration. We did it. We solved the quest. Returned peace to the station. The Renaissance can begin. The worker bots can get back to the work. The mech can get back out there, the Wandersmith, and just start cranking on that forge hammer and start busting out some new cases. Things are looking good. There's been a lot of new information that has rolled out over the last week. It was so funny. Literally, when I was uploading the last video, I had just logged into YouTube, and boom, all of the Vogue business news dropped. It was so crazy. And I wasn't even upset because, you know, to be able to see the case for the first time and to hear a lot of the details, it was just a revelation, and it was so cool to see all of that. Like, that's something we've been waiting for, right? It was amazing. So in this episode, we're going to go through everything that happened last week. We're going to look at all the new information that's coming out. There's a lot of really important tweets that have dropped. And then for the rest of the episode, we're going to really get into the raffle preparation here. From an emotional, from a safety, and a technical standpoint. You know, because emotionally, really, the chances of minting this are very low. There's only 888, and we really don't even know how many people are going to enter this whole raffle at this point. So you got to be ready for the good and the bad, and be emotionally prepared. Then after that, you know, the scammers come out like crazy, not only when ETH is pumping, but also when there's big events like this. So we just got to be as safe as possible, seriously. So we're going to go over some of the safety standards that you should be taking before the raffle. And then we're going to slide right over to the technical and just make sure that we're putting our best foot forward and just being prepared for the mint, because you don't want to be rushing around at the last second. That's when not only technical mistakes can be made, but also the safety mistakes can be made. So you just want to be prepared, you know, so it can actually be fun and you're not completely stressed out the entire time. So, you know, before we move on here, look at this floor real quick. Look at that floor, 8.2 MK black sitting on the floor, and it's super clean with a great color combo. Wow. I mean, that thing's not going to be there long, right? So, looking great. So yeah, hey, tomorrow is going to be a big day. Nerves are going to be running high. It's just going to be big wins, big losses, super emotional, but a lot of fun. So cool to be riding along with this community for events like this. I mean, you know, years from now we'll look back and just really cherish these memories. So let's soak it up and be prepared, right? Right. All right. So let's dive in. All right, a lot of information to cover. Let's dive in. It's getting late. I gotta get this video out to you. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna go quickly through what happened last week. And it first started with this article from Vogue Business. Rimowa and Artifact unveil luxury digital luggage collab. It was a really crazy piece of news, and especially with the pictures and everything. I mean, this was really interesting. Baron brought this up, and Cole Baron, he kind of made me think about this for a second, but it's really interesting that Artifact chose other news outlets to distribute the information rather than doing it on their site. That was a great idea. I mean, definitely getting a lot more eyeballs out there, mixing it up a little bit, and I think it was a really smart distribution method for the news. So that was a really cool idea, especially when you're going through Vogue Business, right? I mean, we can take a look really quick at their site. This was the official article here. You had to be a member to actually read the article. And that's just another little point right there. I actually became a member of Vogue Business just so I could read this article. I mean, that's the Artifact effect, right? I mean, not only am I learning about Rimowa, probably should have known more about this brand in the first place, but now I'm learning about it. And not only that, but I'm also signing up for other news outlets like Vogue Business. So, hey, the artifact effect, right? I like that. But yeah, this was a great article, really informative. And then, yeah, then we got to see this piece too. Gosh, that looks like, not like an action figure, but I don't know if you're familiar with like Sideshow Toys or something, but it looks like one of those statues or something that somebody made that maybe you could purchase or something. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I wouldn't think so, but still, just really, really cool. So yeah, that was this piece right here. Exclusive. The Nike-owned digital fashion startup Artifact has teamed up with an LVMH, Louis Vuitton, Moa, and Hennessy owned house for the first time at Rimowa. They hope it will set a new benchmark for brand interactions with the Web2 community. And no doubt, I think it already has, right? And we haven't even hit the mint yet. So, really cool. At the same time, too, Hype Moon was putting out some information. So, yeah, I would think Artifact contacted Hype Moon and Vogue Business and gave them the lowdown on the whole thing. So, but Hype Moon said, on October 27th, a raffle will be conducted to stand a chance to purchase one of 888 NFTs via a new 3D e-commerce experience by OnCyber. Now that's pretty interesting because they're saying 3D e-commerce experience. Now, how far are we going to take that, right? Because we know it's a mint. And we know that the team has been saying that this is a whole new experience, right? But I think a lot of us are just thinking maybe it's just a standalone mint site interaction. But a 3D e-commerce experience? I mean, no, this isn't the marketplace. I don't want to go so far as to even like allude that it might be a marketplace or something more than a mint site, but hey, it could be. I don't know. That's some pretty tricky wording there. And yeah, also they mentioned something about right here. Artifact. Luggage is forgeable. NFC link, AR enabled, lenticular artifact blade, and more vision. I mean, I like this. Is that alpha? For the new NFT holders. Check more on our microsite. Okay, so NFC link, we know that that's going to be the case, right? Like, you'll be able to verify that it's the true case via NFC. AR enabled, oh, what is that going to be? Is this thing going to, like, turn into the Wandersmith when you look at it through some AR lens or something like that? I mean, what could the AR effect be? It could be anything, really. That's going to be really interesting, though. So now, if you're like me, you're like, lenticular artifact blade. What the heck does that mean? Well, I looked it up. Lenticular has something to do with... Well, so there's that blade right there. And we can all see it almost looks like it is light up. It's not, though. I don't think it is anyway. It's a holographic lenticular item, which lenticular means when you look at it from different angles, it changes colors. Or it could even change shape or have a different effect, but I think in this case it's going to maybe change colors and be different from different perspectives, which is cool. I mean, I love how starkly contrasted that is with the rest of like the digital aspect. It's a really good contrast. So then we got this tweet from Ben. Artifact and Rimowa final quest puzzle is happening on the space station via a bespoke on-cyber space right now. Good luck, fight the FUD, and let's activate this station for the mint tomorrow. As you can see behind me here, this is the station that we were in. And I personally wasn't able to like move around or walk around in it, but I could like view it from different camera angles. And you can see like up on the wall, there were these panels basically, you could call them. And they had different shapes on them. And those were the puzzle elements that we were all working with. So then we got this message from the AI worm. Welcome back, my friends. I need your help again. Due to memory limitations, I was only able to hack into the surveillance system of the factory room where the FUD virus has retreated. But we got it cornered. Oh, hey, so maybe that's why we weren't able to move around, because it was just the surveillance system. That makes sense? Okay. So now there was a lot of other tweets, but we're not going to go through all of those. We're just going to jump right to the old puzzle solve, which once again, you got to be Goodwill Hunting to pretty much figure this stuff out right here. And, you know, the community was back at it in the spaces. Frankie, Cass, Anya, Fawn, and there were some others in there too that were running it, and they were doing a great job. And it's always so much fun to listen to those. I don't know if you're doing that, but you should definitely do that if you want to get the whole experience. It's a lot of fun. It's hilarious. And you learn things like on the fly, up to date. So that's the Queens of Clone X space, I believe. And I think they have a space every Wednesday, so you should check that out too. So that was the solve. And it was, you know, J Topcat coming through again, man. Just seriously crushing it. And, you know, he was in an interview too, and I was thinking, man, J Topcat's like a professional puzzle solver, right? Like, for sure. I mean, he's an engineer, and it's, for me, that was like even more impressive, because he's like holding down this engineering position and then also solving major puzzles at the off time. Very, very cool. Really appreciate all the effort. And so did Artifact, which was really good to see, honestly. This was like such a class act. And exactly what needed to happen, and it just made everything make sense, and it's so good when things make sense. Benoit, very proud. You'll be rewarded, Puzzle Destroyer. So they're gonna hook him up for doing that, which is great, because he was definitely, the leader out here in terms of getting everything done. We had a bunch of other leaders step up and do a lot of communication, and then you have the whole community just contributing and having fun with it. You know, at any time somebody could figure something out, so it's exciting. It's just, you know, J Topcat's coming through, so it's really fun to watch. Okay, so here's a little sad goodbye from the old AI worm. Thank you for your help, my friends. I couldn't have saved the station without you. I hope that we'll meet again. Goodbye. Wow. Straight up goodbye. I didn't know that we were going to be waving bye-bye to the old AI worm. All right, so then here's a message from Artifact. The space station FUD virus defeated. Artifact Rimowa minting draw opens tomorrow, the 27th of October. They give us the times. Draw to access mint will be open to all. Clones will have better chances. That is really, really good. I think I have another, I'll have another tweet in here that discusses the chances. We'll check those out in a second, but so this is a tweet here. I just wanted to make sure that the mint vials do not count. So if you have a mint vial, know that that is not going to increase your chances. Okay, it's like that has to be a clone. So I asked the question, just to be sure, mint vials will not count as clone X for the raffle odds increase. Is this a correct assumption? And then JKB was in there too. He was thinking the same thing, and then Ben confirmed it. Yes, this is the first trial of the system that we've developed and plan to make it a lot more advanced, built to be flexible and take into consideration more and more data in the future. So that's cool. I mean, you know, kind of expected that the mint vials weren't going to get the same kind of benefits, but Ben just confirmed it there. Okay, that one I can save for a little bit later. There was a question that I was asking about how many items are there inside the case. There's 4. according to one of the Rimowa site, actually, it says that there's 4 avatar wearables in the suitcase. And I was wondering, I asked Artifact the question, when will we find out what those items are? I was hoping to get an answer. We didn't get any answer on that one. But Ed, in the Clonspiracies chat, and shout out to Ed, man. Ed's a brilliant researcher, for real. If you're not following him, you should follow him. But he once again came up with a great piece of news here that he got from, I believe, Seraph Trades. And it looks like Ben was quoted as saying, "We really put all our passion into this project while pushing boundaries in terms of the minting experience, 3D space, and raffle system. We can't wait for people to see the physical luggage and discover their clone wearables once they forge." So, we're not going to find out until we forge what those 4 items might be. According to this, anyway. I believe that would be true. So, thanks for that piece of info there, Ed. And there was some speculation about like what the wearables might be. I don't know. How deep is it going to go? I mean, these are Rimowa wearables here. I don't expect that something this lavish will be in there, but there's 4 wearables, so hey, that's not off the table. I mean, that is something that you wear right there, right? I was posing the question that like maybe this research facility jacket could possibly be one of the wearables. Never know. Here's Johnny Kicks. This is his take on the Murakami bag. I mean, that's a wearable. I mean, that is highly unlikely also. I mean, not just the Murakami aspect, but even just that type of a case, because that's an expensive case. I don't expect that would be in there. But, I mean, you never know, right? And like, if I had to guess what would be in there, if I'm just throwing it out there, hoodie, mint vial. I don't know if you could count a mint vial as a wearable, but it would affect the crypto kick, which is a wearable. I mean, are they going to have shoes in there? That seems like that might be a little bit of a stretch for me. Shoes are quite expensive. I mean, that's a big piece to have in there as a wearable, but I mean, they're known for shoes, right? So, I mean, you could just take the easy route and say hoodie, sneakers, jacket, t-shirt, or hat. Something like that. But that, as it turns out, we're not going to find out until we forge, which I believe, gosh, is like maybe December 15th or something like that, I believe. So, that's a lot. That's a little ways out. We're probably not going to find out for a while. Artifact asked this question. Pretty good question here. What will you be aiming for tomorrow? And 1,941 votes. So that's a great sample size here. So as you can see right there with the numbers, 17% with the luggage, 51% worker bot, and 31% both. You know, the luggage is mad expensive, right? I mean, $3,000, I believe, minimum. Worker bots, $100. Wow. I mean, $100. People are just going to be ravenous over the worker bots because they're definitely going to be worth more than $100, in my opinion. I mean, not only do you have the NFT, but they have what really looks like to be a mint vial in their back. And how much is a mint vial worth? I don't know. I mean, 0.4. I mean, even 0.25. I mean, definitely more than $100, I would think. I mean, I guess it depends on how cool it would be, like if you put it into a crypto kick or something, like what type of effect. Maybe it's that digital effect. Then I mean, there's just no way. It's definitely gonna be worth more than $100, I would think. So, but also the luggage. Now, I know everyone thinks $3,000 is really expensive, and it is, no doubt. But what are you getting? So you're getting a physical piece of luggage eventually. That luggage typically costs, I think for that piece, let's say around $1,200 to $1,400. Okay, so what about the rest of the value? Well, if you are getting 4 wearables, I don't know that we can say at 100% sure that if you get the luggage that you're definitely getting all 4 of those wearables. But if you do, I mean, if it's a shoe, a hoodie, a shirt, and a jacket, I mean, I don't know. If you're even just going by like kind of typical prices here, let's say, jacket 0.25 and then hoodie, let's say they're in a 0.25. Let's just say that like they're all average about 0.25, which is, I believe, a little conservative, right? There's 4. That's 1 ETH. ETH right now is teetering at like 15. Let's just say 1,500. So if that luggage normally costs $1,500, and you get 4 wearables in there, that's about $1,500. So you're at $3,000 right there. But then you also have the NFT of the luggage. And what's that going to be? Is that really going to be an NFT of the luggage piece? Or might they substitute out that luggage piece for an NFT of the Wondersmith or something else? I mean, or of a type of a mech or something? I don't know. But let's say maybe you get 5 NFTs plus the physical luggage. I think that value is more than what they're charging, to be honest. But obviously, like, there's fluctuations in the market. We have no idea what ETH will be by the time like you're actually forging these things. There's a lot of unknowns, so like I wouldn't go bananas thinking like you just have to have it, because I mean, don't take my word for it. Do your own research. This is not financial advice. For sure, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm just saying this seems like it's a pretty good value overall if you really crunch like all of the numbers and go for that. So okay, so the draw and mint will occur in a new dope on-cyber experience. Have your wallet ready to connect to the on-cyber space with the minimum ETH, which is the price of the items. Due to ETH fluctuations, we will adopt the price tomorrow to approximately $3,100 respectively. That was a good move, because ETH is just like skyrocketing out of nowhere. And I mean, this luggage was about to cost a lot of money. I don't know, $5,000 or something. Jarlin popped this up there today, where the worker bot is equipped with 12 selectable poses for you to stage throughout your pods and virtual spaces. That's interesting. I wonder what that means, or how you would select the poses. Do they have some kind of new like pose system or something where you can easily pose them, or do you get the 3D file? I don't know. That'll be interesting to see that. That's for sure. So that's a lot of the tweets that came out here, and I don't know. This is going to be a live mint. We don't really know what to expect. Okay? You just have to be ready. And we're going to get into the preparation now. And I'm not going to be able to tell you exactly how you need to be ready. Like, I don't know what kind of system you have. I don't know if you have hardware wallets, or you're using, hot wallets, or what's going on with your situation. So I can't tell you precisely what to do. I'm just going to try to give you some general guidelines and stuff. So let's dive into the raffle preparation. All right, so yeah, raffle prep. First, I wanted to talk about the emotional. I've been involved since jump with RTFKT. From the mint, we had the NYC event. We had the Angel Wing hoodie. And I gotta tell you, like, they didn't go as planned. And you had to be ready emotionally for all of the changes. Because like with the NFT raffle, for instance, check out what I had to go through. Like, we're there, I'm ready, took the day off work, I'm just like gripped because I really wanted to go to New York for this event, and boom, it goes live. I'm ready, get in there, somehow got the ticket, and then moments later they were like, you know what, that one didn't count. So I was like, oh man, I'm definitely not going to get it on the second round. Emotional roller coaster. But you just have to hang in there and just be ready to deal with whatever comes, because they're dealing with a lot. You have to imagine, like, for as many of us that are trying to do this legit, there might be twice as many people who are trying to just like scam and hack their way in. So this team, and they're not a gigantic team. I mean, they're a great team and they got everything they need, but like they're under pressure from just like thousands and tens of thousands of people who are bright and trying to figure out everything they can to scam them. So you just got to give them like a ton of leeway, in my opinion. And you just got to be ready for the emotional hurdles that are going to come with it, because, like with the Angel hoodie, like, gripped, ready to go, and just focused. And it took longer than expected. Like, tomorrow we might see that too, where your time, whatever country you're in, it's time for you to go, and there's a delay. And that delay could be 5 minutes, it could be 10 minutes, 30. I mean, it could be an hour, 5 hours. You just don't know. So you just got to be ready emotionally, and just honestly, just be stoic about it, and just be like, whatever, stay focused. Like, what are you there for? You're there to give yourself the best chance to mint this thing, because if you get a worker bot, they're definitely worth more than $100 in my opinion. I think that's why the team's doing it. It's like kind of like a fan service type situation. The luggage, I mean, incredible item. Like, it's definitely a must-have if you can get it. Like, just stay focused and remember what you're there for. Like, try to stay a little stoic. So, and then if you don't get it, like, that's where all the FUD starts coming in, and people start going crazy with the FUD, and they're just really upset that they didn't get it. And like, I have to tell you, I personally really want both pieces. I'm also thinking there's probably like a 4 to 5% chance that I'm going to get those pieces. So I'm just already emotionally preparing for that, and I'm already kind of looking at my next move. Like, do I really want them? Am I ready to go to OpenSea or whatever after? I mean, just emotionally prepare for it. I mean, you don't buy a lottery ticket and then sit there and like get super pumped that you're going to win and start making financial arrangement based on the lotto ticket, right? Like, you just know that your chances are low and be okay with it. It's an opportunity. That's all it is. Okay, so now let's talk about what is majorly important. Safety. Okay, so now how I do this is going to be my approach for safety, and you might have even a better method, but I have hardware wallet for sure, right? Because the hot wallets, they're not safe. Let's just be honest. Neither are the warm wallets, really. Like, if you've ever connected it to the internet, it's not necessarily that safe. So you get the hardware wallet. That gives you your best chance of nothing completely shady happening. So from a hardware perspective, hopefully you have a hardware wallet. But if you don't, all you have to do is make sure you stick to the official links. And you got to be like mega diligent on this. Okay? Like, don't click on any links from any person. I don't care who they are. At this point, if somebody sends you a link, man, just write that off. Get on Discord. And how do you get to Discord? first, if you're not on Discord yet, you go to the Artifact Twitter. You'll find the Discord link there. That's the Discord link. You just have to make sure that that's the right Artifact Twitter, because there's a bunch of fake ones. So, I mean, if I'm going to Artifact, I mean, there it is right here, at RTFKT. Okay. Oh, can't really see it that well on here. Hold on a second. Raffle prep, boom, and then this. Okay, so Artifact at RTFKT. Here is the Discord link. I don't know if you can even see my mouse, but the Discord link's here. There's artifact.com. There's your major links right there. So, from a safety perspective, if I were you, I would go to Artifact Twitter, get Discord, become a Discord member, and once you're in Discord, go to the general chat, and people will direct you to whatever channel you need to be in. And there's a section in the Discord called Official Links. And that's where you want to be. You want to be in the official links in the Artifact Discord. You want to be following along with the community. You want to make sure that your DMs are turned off in the Discord. Direct messages. People are going to try to DM, a bunch of scammers are going to try to DM people tomorrow, and they're going to try to send people fake links. Remember, you're not clicking on any links from anybody. You're going to the official links in the Artifact Discord, and that's how you're going to navigate through to whatever site you need to go to. Okay. So if I were you, if you got a hardware wallet, that's great. I would open up Twitter, I would open up Discord, put them side by side, and just make sure that you're following along with the community. And if you click on any links, you're clicking on them through Discord. Okay. If you do that, I don't think you're not gonna have any problems. Like, you don't have to be super paranoid. The only thing you just make sure of is just ignore anybody trying to send you any links. And also, make sure you go to the correct Artifact Twitter so that you can access the Discord link. If you do that, you're good. Okay? So I don't want everybody like freaking out and worrying and stuff. You'll be fine. Okay, so back to the raffle prep. So for the technical aspect, what I'm going to do after I get off this video, I'm going to take my ETH and I'm going to send it to the wallet that I'm going to mint with. I'm going to do that well in advance of this mint, because I don't want to be scrambling around at the 11th hour trying to move ETH around and possibly, panicking and sending it to the wrong address, or, there's just a number of things that could go wrong. Like, you don't want to be panicking at all. You want to make sure that you are, what would be ideal, honestly, is that you finish with all of your prep and everything, and you have a half hour of just chill time. So you can just refocus, get into a Zen, Kenji Summer state, get yourself some water, and just make sure that you are ready to go. It's all about preparation, right? Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So, from a technical aspect, if you got your hardware wallet or your hot wallet, right? But you're going through Discord links, you already have your ETH in your wallet, ready to go. In the wallet with your clones, or without your clones, because you might be somebody who doesn't have a clone right now, right? So you don't even need a clone. But you have your wallet you have your ETH in the wallet that you're ready to mint from. A half hour before this thing even jumps off. Also, you're going to want to make sure you get some water, and you're going to want to make sure that everything else is taken care of. Like, lock yourself in a room if you can. Make sure if there's anybody else in your house or whatever, that you just let them know that you're going to have to be ultra focused. Because I'm telling you, on those last 2 events that I had, just sitting there staring at the screen intently for any kind of information the entire time. And that's one thing we have to talk about here, okay? If you get selected, you're going to have 5 minutes to mint. Or it moves on without you. So, what does that mean? You need to have already went to the bathroom. You need to have your water right there. You need to be staring at the screen for any indication that you might have won, and then you need to be ready to go instantly. We don't know how long this thing is going to take. It could take 5 minutes, 45 minutes, hour and a half. We don't know. It's a live mint or a live raffle. Meaning, okay, like in a typical raffle, right? You just like submit your raffle and then you wait till it's over and then they tell you the results. That ain't happening. Here, it's going to be live. So you're going to enter and then at any moment, it could tell you that you're in. Okay, so that's pretty crazy, right? Because let's say this thing lasts for an hour. You're going to have to be ready to go that entire time because at any moment, it could just be like, at minute 55, it could be like, you won. Then you're going to have to be ready to go. You got 5 minutes. So why is that important? Like, you can't, like, you get up and you go to the bathroom or something, and then you come back, like, you might have missed it. You might have missed the indicator or whatever. Like, you already might be 2 minutes or 3 minutes deep. I guess I'm just saying, I don't want to, like, worry everybody here or anything like that, but, like, you're going to have to be ready to go for this. It's a live mint. I don't even know the mechanics at this point. Are we going to be running around the station looking for things and stuff? I don't really know. I just know 5 minutes isn't a whole lot of time when you're dealing with internet lag, when you're dealing with wallets, confirmations, and signing things, and all of that stuff. 5 minutes isn't a ton of time. So you don't really have a ton of time to waste. You got to be focused. That's why prep. Get it all done. Have a half hour to chill. Get into a nice little relaxed state. Then you're going to have your Twitter and your Discord pulled up. Right around go time, we're going to be looking at those, right? Like, I'm going to be all looking at Twitter the whole time and just like paying attention to the community. There might even be a spaces going where I'm going to be listening, and then it's going to be like, all right, everybody go. Jump into OnCyber and try to get there as quickly as you can. Because, like, I don't know how many people are going to do this. What if it's 30,000? I mean, what if like 20,000 people get there before you? And then the raffle's already decided pretty quickly, right? I'm not saying that's going to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen at all. So I'm just saying, personally, I'm going to try to get to whatever kiosk or whatever it is as quickly as I can, to enter the raffle as quick as I can, so I can be in the queue as a possible winner. That's what I suggest. So I think that is pretty much it. But I did want to say this. Like, if you have some time, I'm not sure, it's getting pretty late here, but maybe you'll still have some time to check out this right here. This is from Willie and It's Lemon King, and he put together a really great NFT scam proof guide. So if you have some time and you really want to make sure that you're safe and you've dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's, I would go here and check this out. This is a really good tweet right here. And I would say check the link in the description, but we're not clicking links from anybody, right? Not tomorrow. Tomorrow, you get those links. You go do it on your own. Do your own research. Make sure you're doing your due diligence on every single click. And if I were you, I'd only be clicking things from the official Artifact Twitter and the official Discord. So I'm sorry to keep beating that drum, but it's just really so important. I hate to see anybody getting scammed, especially the clone fam. It's just a heartbreak. So yeah, that's about it. So thank you for joining me for episode 7, the station restoration. A lot of information we kind of covered there. We beat the preparation drum. And tomorrow is really going to be an epic day of just high level emotions all over the place, from just like the discovery of this new innovation and this new e-commerce site, as Hypermoon put it, to just getting to see these items actually in the OpenSea store. That's going to be epic too. And I mean, did you make it? Did you not make it? Did you pick up a worker bot? Did you get the luggage? Like, it's just going to be so much going on and a lot of information revealed. So really, hey, best of luck to you. I really hope you win. And it's going to be very, very legendary tomorrow. So anyway, good luck to you. And, go news yourself. Let's do this.